Hi everyone, thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Alyssa. You guys are in for a nice treat. We're doing a full body workout here today, Pilates based. The equipment that you're going to need today is a set of ankle weights. If you don't have ankle weights, you're more than welcome to forego the ankle weights. They just add a little bit of an extra added spice to everything. And then you're also going to need a set of dumbbells as well. Mine are 3 pounds, but you guys can use anything that you have accessible in your home. Wine bottles, soup cans, whatever feels good for you. And if you want to go up in weights, go up in weights. If you want to go down in weights, go down in weights. Whatever is available to you, but we're going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and get started down on our mats. You can go ahead and lay down in supine position. I'm going to move my weights to the side here. Supine position, your legs are going to be extended out in front of you. Your hands can either be down by your sides or one hand placed over your heart, one hand placed over your stomach. I just want you to feel grounded and connect to this space, making that mind-body connection here. Good. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale through that nose. Open up the mouth, exhale it on out. Good. Go ahead and take another nice big inhale here. Holding it up at the top, feeling those rib cages expand. Open up the mouth, sighing it on out. Feeling those shoulders come out of that neck. Maybe now going to the cadence of your own breath here. Good. Feeling the mat beneath you, feeling the floor, maybe the ground. Good. Showing up, checking in with how you feel in this very moment. The hardest part is rolling out that mat and coming to it, but once you're on it, you are in it. Taking the time that you need for yourself on your mat. Go ahead and take 2 more breaths for me here. Open up the mouth, sighing it on out. Good. Go ahead and take one more nice big inhale. Open up the mouth, sighing it on out. Begin to wiggle those toes for me. Wiggling those fingertips. Maybe rolling out those ankles one direction. Maybe rolling out those wrists. We're very hard on our wrists. Go ahead and maybe rotate the opposite direction with those ankles and those wrists. Begin to blink those eyes open if they were closed. Good. From here, you can go ahead and interlace those fingertips behind those heads. Those thumbs come down the bridge of the neck. Those elbows are going to come nice and wide. You're going to float that right leg up to tabletop. That left leg stays long down on the mat. That right knee is stacked over top of that right hip. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale for me here. As you exhale, you lift it on up in that nice upper up curl, lifting up those head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale as you lift it on up. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Good. Repeating this motion, going at your own pace. You can go faster than me, you can go slower than me. I am just here to guide you as we move our bodies, practicing movement here today. Good. We're just warming up that core, lifting it on up, pulling from those rib cages, creating as little space as possible between those ribs and those hip bones here. Good. Elbows are still nice and wide. You're unclenching your jaw, and you're continuing to breathe here today. Good. Being happy that you get to move your bodies. In 4, you're going to hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. We're going to add on from here. In 2, you're going to hold it on up in that nice upper ab curl. This next one, hold it here, hold it here. Feel the shakes. You're going to twist it on over to the right-hand side and then come back center. Go ahead and twist it on over to the right and then come back center. So you're pulling from that left rib cage over to that right hip bone, lifting it on up, squeezing it, and then coming back center. You're still up in that nice upper ab curl. If at any point your neck bothers you, can lower down and just give me that nice little crunch down on that mat. Or twist, I should say. Good. In 4, you're going to hold it on over to the right hand side here. In 3, in 2, this next one, holding it on over to the right hand side. Just a little tiny squeeze in, a little tiny squeeze. So that left elbow comes over to that right knee, and that right knee comes in towards that left elbow. It's a small one-inch movement, and it is a small, tiny crunch in. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to touch. Good. In 6, we're going to go into a combination, and we're going to combine everything together, lowering down onto that mat with those head, neck, and shoulders. In 4, in 3, in 2, you're going to hold it here. Go ahead and come back center. Inhale as you slowly lower down those head, neck, and shoulders. We're combining everything together now. You exhale as you lift up. You twist it on over to the right. You come back center. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, twist. Exhale, come back center. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Good. Those breaths are there to help you so that you don't hold your breath sometimes when we're doing challenging movements, especially with that core. We forget to breathe, and I don't need you guys to pass out on me. I need you here. I can't do CPR through your screen. Good. In 4, we're going to add on from here. In 3, in 2, this next one, you inhale as you lower back down, and then as you exhale and lift it on up for this next one, that left leg hovers, and then inhale, slowly lower back down. So that left leg hovers off the mat a few inches, and then you inhale as you drop it down. That right leg stays isolated out in space. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. This is where that core comes into play. Those upper abdominals should be firing up, especially with that extra added weight if you have on those ankle weights. Good. I need 8 more, and then we're going to add on from here, from this beginning ab series on the right hand side. I know. Good. Give me 4 more. 3, 2. This next one, as you lift it on up, you inhale, slowly lower it down, dropping down that right leg down towards the mat. Good. And then as you exhale, lift it on up, that right leg comes back up to tabletop, that left leg hovers. Inhale, drop everything down. Exhale, lift everything up, squeeze, and then inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Good. The challenge here is to make sure that your pelvic floor stays nice and stabilized. Good. Excellent, excellent work. Give me 8 more, and then you're going to hold it. Good. 6 more. Continue to breathe. You guys got it. I have faith in you. You guys are strong. You guys are baddies. Pilates, baddies. 4, 3, and 2. This next one, hold it here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Just go ahead and extend that right leg on out to 90. Good. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly lower down that right leg. Coming down, maybe bending in those knees here, bringing those arms on out to a cactus pose, feeling that nice twist in that spine, dropping those knees on over to the right side of your mat, just giving it a nice little twist here. A nice little tiny second to take a breath. Go ahead and flip those knees on over to the left-hand side. Beautiful job. Excellent work. You guys got it. All right, from here, we got that left-hand side. So go ahead and interlace those fingertips behind that head once again. Those thumbs come down the bridge of the neck. Your left leg is going to come up to tabletop. That right leg is going to be down in front of you. Go ahead and take that nice big inhale. You guys already know the drill. And then exhale, lifting it on up into that nice upper ab curl. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Now, the reason why I'm going over right to the left-hand side is probably because you feel a little tired and a little fatigued already with those abdominals. This is where the challenge is. Good. If you are tired, you feel that nice burn, that lactic acid in those upper abdominals, that's where I need you to be. This is where I need you to push through. I need you to dig deep. Good. Exhale, lift. Inhale, slowly lower it back down. You guys already know what to expect. Good. Just repeating what we did on the other side. Good. In 4, you're going to hold it on up into that nice upper ab curl here. In 3. In 2. This next one right here, you're going to hold it on up into that nice upper ab curl. Hold it here. Can you twist it now on over to the left-hand side? Can you come back center? Can you twist it on over to the left and then come back center? Good. So you're lifting it on up. You're pulling from that right rib cage over to that left hip bone, giving it a nice twist. Your belly button is still scooping in. Good. Lifting it on up and then coming back center. Good. I know you guys are doing excellent, excellent work here. You guys are powering through, getting through this nice beginning core series here today. In 4, you're going to hold it on over. In 3, you're going to hold it on over. In 2, you're going to hold it on over. Yes, you can. Last one, hold it here. Can you give me a little tiny squeeze in? A little tiny squeeze in. That left elbow reaches for that right knee. That left knee reaches for that right elbow. That right elbow reaches for that left knee. Good. In 8, small 1-inch movement. Squeeze it in. In. In 4, we're going to go ahead and combine everything together. In 3. In 2. This next one, you're going to go ahead and come back center. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale as you twist. Inhale, come back center as you lower back down. Exhale, lift. Twist. Center. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift. Twist. Good. Inhale as you lower. You guys got it. Twisting it on over, coming back center. Again, nice and controlled. You're not going through this and just go to the momentum of your body. Good. You guys are almost there with this ab series on this left-hand side. After this, we're going to go ahead, get into some glute work, maybe some upper body. In 3, 2. This next one, come back center. Inhale as you lower back down. As you exhale, lift on this one. Your right leg hovers, left leg stays isolated. Inhale as you slowly lower back down. That right leg comes back down to the mat. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower back down. That right leg just hovers, left leg is still out there, isolated in space. Good. In 5, we're going to go ahead and add on from here. Beautiful job. In 4, I know this burns. I need you to dig deep. In 3, breathe. 2, this next one is you lift it on up, you inhale, dropping it on down. That left foot comes down towards the mat. As you exhale, lift it on up on this next one. That left leg comes to tabletop, right leg hovers. Good. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Exhale, lift everything on up here. Inhale as you slowly lower it back down. Whew, my Lanta. These are getting fired up and nice and spicy. Good. I am shaking. Good. In 8, we're going to hold it on up. In 7, in 6, in 5, you guys got it. In 4, 3, 2,
This next one, hold it here, hold it here. Good for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and see if you can extend that left leg up to 90. Good, hold it here, elbows nice and wide for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slowly drop it on down with that left leg. Go ahead and give yourself a nice cactus pose. Maybe windshield wiping those knees from side to side. Excellent, excellent work. I think our core is warmed up now. When you're ready, you can go ahead and flip it on over to all fours. We got some glutes. Grab a drink if you need it, towel off. We're gonna get into some glute work, all fours. So from here, you're gonna be on all fours. Your booty is nice and tucked. From here, you're gonna go ahead and extend that right leg back behind you. I'm gonna move up from my mat just a little bit so my toes not off my mat. I'm gonna engage my core, rib cage is pulling in, belly button tucked. Go ahead and lift and lengthen that right leg and then tap the mat down. Go ahead and lift and lengthen and then tap the mat down. Good. Lift and lengthen and then tap the mat. So it's nice and controlled. Again, here, it is not meant for speed. When I say lift and lengthen, those hips are squared off to the ground and your mat. Your gaze is down in front of you. Good. Give me 8 more of those leg raises on the right-hand side. In 7, we're gonna add on, this is your starting position. If at any point you need to come back to this as we go ahead and level up, you're more than welcome to. Because we're always gonna add on, we're gonna build from wherever we start. Good, in 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, you're gonna hold it on up with that right leg, holding it here, hold it here. Can you give me a little tiny pulse up and down? Just getting into those glute muscles, activating them here. These are so, so nice. I love doing these. Good. Lift it up. Tiny little pulses, tiny little pulses. Good. In 5, we're going to go ahead and add on. We got some rainbows. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, hold it here, hold it here. With those rainbows, you're gonna go ahead and take that right toe. You're gonna place it and tap the ground down over to the left-hand side of your mat. You're gonna lift up that right leg and you're gonna swing it on over to the outside of that right side of your mat, tapping the ground. So lifting that leg up, tapping it over to the left-hand side of your mat, lifting it on up, tapping the right side. Good. Lifting it on up, coming down towards the side. Now, I know you're tired. Maybe opening up those hips has you guys sinking down and back, making sure that your chest just stays nice and open. Breathing right here. Good. In 4, you're gonna hold it on up with that right leg along behind you. And we're gonna add on in 3, in 2, this next one, let's go ahead and lift it on up with that right leg here, holding it strong behind us. Good. Now from here, can you begin to bend in that right knee, flexing that right foot, and then go ahead and extend that right foot long. You're getting into those hamstrings here. Nice little hamstring curl. Good. Bending it in and then extending it on out. Bending it in and then extending it on out. Good. Give me 8 more right here. And then you're going to hold it in with that right knee bent with that foot flexed. Give me 6 more. You guys got it. In 5. You can hear the shake in my voice. In 4. In 3. In 2. Let's go ahead and hold it here with that right knee bent. Go ahead and begin to kick the ceiling. Go ahead and kick the ceiling or kick the sky if you're outside. Good. Go ahead and kick, 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 kick. A little tiny pulses. For 8, you're going to drop that right knee down to meet that left and then kick it back on up behind you. In 5, 4, 3, and 2. This next one, you're gonna drop that right knee down to meet that left, and then you're gonna go ahead and kick it back on up behind you. Dropping it down, lifting it on up. Good. You can probably see my shakes. Good. You can probably even still hear it. Woo, growing the glutes. Ay. After this, you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and be like, wow, I did that. Good. In 5, you're gonna hold it on up. In 3, back behind you. In 2, this next one, you're gonna hold it on up here, hold it on up here. Good, can you just go ahead and extend that right leg? Good, we're gonna go into our Pilates cranes, getting into that upper body. Inhale as you drop the gaze. Exhale as you press it on up. Inhale, drop the gaze. Exhale as you press. Inhale, drop. Exhale, press. Good, 8. You guys got it. In 7. In 6. 5. Breathe. We're going to go into a 2-count pulse, getting into those triceps. Those elbows are going to be nice and glued to those rib cages. Good. So now in this next one, as you inhale, drop the gaze. Can you give me a tiny little pulse? Exhale, press. Inhale, drop. Tiny little press. Pulse, and then press it on up. Dropping it down. Little tiny pulse, and then press. In 5, you're going to hold it down low. In 4, you're going to pulse that on out, getting into those triceps. In 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and inhale, drop it down. Little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses. Whew, full body movement. Yes, you can. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, press it on up. Now let's go ahead and combine everything together. When you go and inhale, drop the gaze down for that Pilates crane. Can you bring that right knee over to that right elbow and then press it on up? Inhale, drop it down, bring that right knee over to that right elbow, and then press it on up and extend that right leg long. Good. I want 8 more. 8, 7, breathe. Give me 6, 5, 4. You're going to hold it down low. In 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold it down low here, and then pulse that right knee in towards that elbow. Pulse it in, for 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and press it on up. Extend that right leg. Little tiny circles with that right leg. Little tiny circles in one direction. Good. Yes, you can. Breathe. You're almost there. I have faith in you. I believe in you. Go ahead and begin to rotate the opposite direction with that right leg. Rotate the opposite direction. Rotate the opposite direction. Good. Give me 8. And then you get a tiny little break, and we switch it on over. In 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and drop it on back. Maybe bringing those knees to the width of the mat, refinding your breath, dropping that pelvic floor, coming into a nice child's pose, maybe rocking those hips from side to side, opening them on up. Good. Beautiful job. All right, from here, you're going to go ahead and come back on up to all 4s. Okay. Once you're on up to all 4s, begin to tuck those toes for me. Okay. From here, you're going to engage that core. You're going to lift and hover those legs here, and then you're going to tap the mat down. You're going to lift it on up, hovering those knees, and then tap the mat down. Good. At lifting it on up and then tapping the mat down. Good. So we're holding it on up in that nice bear hold. We're engaging that core. If you need to find your hand placement a few times, you go ahead and do so. Play around with how your feet are. Good. You're just lifting it on up and then tapping the mat down. In 8, we're going to hover it. In 7, in 6, in 5, pressing those shoulder blades up. In 4, you're going to hold it. In 3, in 2, this next one, hold it here, belly button scooping in. You have a nice flat back, hold it here. Good. Now, can you begin to twist those knees on over to the right-hand side? Good. And then can you come back center to that nice bear hold? Can you go ahead and twist those knees on over to the left-hand side? And then come back center to that nice bear hold. You're hovering those knees that entire time. So go ahead and switch them on over to the right, dropping those hips to the left. Come back center. Refind your footing, dropping those hips on over to the right-hand side, knees go to the left. Come back center. So you're just twisting those knees from side to side in that nice bear hold. Good. Give me 10, 9, 8. You're not here for long. In 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and give me that last one. Come back center and hold. Hold, hold, hold. For 10. Woo, shaking. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, drop those knees, untuck those toes. Let's go ahead and extend that left leg back behind us, getting right into those glutes. So from here, you're gonna lift and lengthen that left leg and then tap the mat down. Good. A little tiny intermission with that nice core series before we moved on. Your glutes are probably thanking you, but your core is not. Good. Lifting it on up, dropping it on down. You guys will have to let me know if you love me or hate me after this series. Good. Lifting it on up, tapping the mat down. You guys were made to do strong things. You guys were made to do hard things that ever come your way. That is one of the biggest reasons why I do what I do and why I'm here with you. I like to challenge your mind. Every single time that you show up on your mat, you may not realize what you're capable of. Some days are going to be easier than others. Good. You're going to feel differently every single time that you come onto your mat. It is a practice for a reason. It is never linear wherever you are at in your journey. Good. But thank you guys so much for being here with me. Coming along for the ride on your journey is such a gift, such a blessing. In 3, you're going to hold that left leg long. In 2, this next one, you're going to hold that left leg high here. Good. Little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses. Good. Pulsing it up and up. After this little nice booty series, we're going to get into that upper body, grabbing onto those weights. Good. In 4, you're going to give me those rainbows, bringing that left leg on over to the right side of your mat, flipping it on up and bringing it over to the left. In 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to go ahead and give me those rainbows, switching that left foot on over to the right-hand side, lifting it on up. Go ahead and tap the mat down on the right-hand side. Good. Try not to rock those hips. Sometimes I have to remind myself, and just a gentle reminder for all of you, not to rock those hips. They're not just for me, they're also for you, and vice versa. Good. Sometimes when you're in doing the exercises, you kind of get a little tired, a little fatigued, and you forget those little, you get to sink it on down because you're getting a little tired. I'm guilty of it too. If you need to close your eyes, you close your eyes. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a class and I have to close my eyes to just embrace the burn. In 4, you're going to hold that left leg on up high behind you. In 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold that left leg up high behind you. Hold it here. This is where we begin to bend in that left knee, flexing that left foot, and then go ahead and extending it out long. Good. Bending it in, and then sending it out long, getting into those hamstrings here. Whew, that right glute is firing up. We love it. Good. For 8, 7. You're going to hold that left knee flexed in 5, in 4, in 3, in 2. This next one here, you're going to hold that left knee in. Good. And then little tiny kicks up and down, little tiny kicks up and down to the ceiling. You got to kick the roof, blast it on off. I know you can. You guys are doing amazing, amazing work here today on your mat. Good. Give me 8. We're going to drop that left knee down to meet that right knee. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one here, you're going to drop that left knee down to meet that right, keeping that foot flexed, and then sending and kicking it back on up behind you. Dropping it down here. Go ahead and kicking it back on up behind you. After this, you're going to hold it on up, extending that left leg. We're going into our Pilates cranes, getting into those triceps once again, getting into those lats, getting into those chest muscles. Good. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, hold it here, hold it here. Go ahead and extend that left leg. We're going into those Pilates cranes. Inhale, drop the gaze. Exhale, pressing it back on up. Inhale, drop the gaze. Exhale, press. Getting into those triceps. Good. That right glute should be on fire. Mine certainly is. I am getting a knife in my side. Good. In 4. I don't know why I do this to myself, but I do because I feel better afterwards. Good. Now, in 3, we're going to go ahead and add in that pulse. In 2, let's go ahead and add in that pulse down at the bottom. Exhale, press. Inhale, pulse it, press. Good. You guys got it? Beautiful. In 4, you're going to hold it down low. In 3, in 2. This next one, you're going to hold it down low. Pulse, 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 pulse. Elbows glued in towards those rib cages. Good. For 4, 3, 2. This next one, go ahead and press it on up. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and combine both those movements together. As you inhale, drop it on down. That left knee comes over to that left elbow. And then press everything on up behind you. Dropping it down. Pressing it on up. Left knee comes over to that left elbow. Press. Beautiful job, you guys. In 4, you're going to hold it down low. Left knee comes over to that left elbow. And you're going to pulse it up. In 2. This next one, coming down low, holding it here. Go ahead and just pulse that left knee in towards that elbow. 4, 3, and 2. This next one, just go ahead and send everything on up. Left leg is high. Go ahead and give me those tiny little circles. Tiny little circles. I know you guys thought we were done, but we're not. Good. Breathe. Tiny little circles in one direction with that left foot. Drawing a nice smiley face because I know that's how you're feeling right now. Good. Now on this next one, can you go ahead and rotate the opposite direction with that left leg? Go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Good. You guys are almost there. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Go ahead and dropping it on down. Finding a nice child's pose. Here, re-find your breath. Maybe rocking those hips from side to side. Good. Dropping down that pelvic floor. Have a nice big inhale. And then exhale, let it on out. Beautiful job. When you're ready, you can come on up to all fours. Or onto your knees, I should say. We got some weights. All right, how do we feel? I hope we're feeling good. I hope we're feeling alive. I hope we're feeling all the spice. I hope we're feeling all the shakes in those glutes, all those knives. All right, from here, you can be kneeling. If those knees are bothering you, you can always get up and stand. From here, your booty is going to be tucked. The energy is shooting out through the crown of the head. Those palms are going to be facing in towards that body. You're going to go ahead and raise them, those arms on out to the side, coming no higher than those shoulders. And then exhale as you bring it back down. Fighting gravity here. Slowly lowering it back down. Good. Lifting it on up, out to the side. Beautiful work. I am dripping sweat. Good. Lifting them on out to the side and then coming back down. Good. And 4, you're going to hold those weights on out to the side. And 3, energy shooting out through the crown of the head. And 2, this next one, hold those weights on out to the side. Good. Can you give me tiny little circles in one direction with those arms, with those weights? Good. Tiny little circles, tiny little circles. Rotating them in one direction. Good. And 8, we're going to go ahead and rotate the opposite direction with those circles. And 4, and 3, and 2. This next one, let's go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Rotate the opposite direction with those arms. Good. Beautiful work. Finding strength here. I know it burns. And 4, and 3, and 2. This next one, you're going to flip those palms so they're facing it up in front of you. I did not say drop. Good. From here, you're going to drop those elbows down towards those rib cages, and then you're going to go ahead and send them out to the side. Dropping them down, pressing them on out. Good. We're getting into it a little bit here. We're going to go into it and incorporate that lower body movement. Good. And 4, as you bring those elbows down to those rib cages, you're going to send those hips back to those booties like there's an invisible string on those hip bones pulling you back. Okay. In 3, and 2. This next one, as you go ahead and send those elbows down towards those rib cages, your hips go back, and then press everything on out. Dropping it down, pressing it on out. Dropping it down, pressing it on out. Good. In 8, we're going to go ahead and add on. In 7, you're going to have those hips low. In 6, 5, in 4, in 3, and 2. This next one, you're going to have those hips down behind you. Bring those weights in front of those shoulders here. Those elbows are bent. Now we're going to go into triceps here. So you're going to go ahead and send those arms back behind you, opening up those chests, and then bending it in at those forearms. Good. Those elbows stay nice and isolated out into space. Pressing it back behind you, bringing it back on in. Good. You're staying low, you're staying focused. So you're seeing me. My gaze isn't down towards the mat, it's actually up at the top of my mat. If you were to take a yardstick, it should come behind my head all the way down to my pubic bones or my sit bones. Good. Essentially coming back down to everything should be in a nice line. Good. In 8, you're going to hold it back behind you. In 7, in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This next one, hold those arms back behind you. Little tiny pulses in towards the center of the body. Little tiny pulses in and in and in and in. Good. Breathe. Good. In 4, we're not done. We're going to give me tiny little circles with those arms. In 3, 2. Last one, hold it here. Little tiny circles in and in and in and in. Good. In 4, we rotate the opposite direction. In 3, 2. Last one here. Let's go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Open up those chests even more, getting into the shoulder blades. Good. For 8, 7. We're going to go into a nice overhead press. Send those hips forward and then send them back as those arms come brushing past those rib cages. In 3, 2, last one here. Go ahead and press it on up. And then go ahead and send those hips back, bringing those arms brushing past those rib cages. Press it on up, send it on back. Press it on up, send it on back. Good. Send those hips forward. Squeeze those glutes. Squeeze, send it back. Squeeze, send it back. Squeeze. Good. And 5, you're going to hold those arms up in that nice overhead press. And 3. And 2, get that heart rate up a little. This next one, hold those weights up above those heads. Hold it here, hold it here. Now from here, we got a nice seesaw. What that means is you're going to drop that right weight down to that right shoulder. And as you press it back on up, that left arm comes down with that weight. So switch, 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 switch. Shoo, shoo, shoo. If you made it this far, comment shoo, shoo, shoo in the comments below. Good. 8, 7. We got both arms in 6, 5, in 4, in 3, and 2. This next one, let's go both arms. So press it up, drop it down. Press it up, drop it down. We're going to incorporate that lower body here. Once you send those weights down to those shoulders, you're going to send those hips back. And then as you press it on up, those hips come forward. In 4, in 3, in 2. This next one, drop those hips back. Press it on up. Drop those hips back. Send it on up. Good. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. This next one, hold those weights, pressing them on up, bringing those arms together. Good. From here, we're just going to go into a little bit more triceps. Dropping those weights, pressing them on up. Dropping those weights, pressing it on up. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those arms down low. Hold it here. Little tiny pulses, little tiny pulses. Good. Holding it here. Elbows are going to be glued to those temples. Good for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press it on up. Slowly bring those weights in front of those shoulders. Slowly bringing them back down by your sides. Excellent, excellent work. Go ahead and drop those weights on over to the side. From here, we're almost done. So, little tiny left. So from here, you're going to place those arms back down onto the mat. You're going to find a nice high plank. Send that left foot back, send that right. You're up in that nice high plank. Good. From here, you're going to send those hips back behind you. You're going to find a nice downward facing dog, maybe pedaling out those feet or refinding your gripping. Good. And maybe lifting it up one right and one left heel. Good. In 4, you're going to go ahead and ripple it on up to a nice high plank. In 3, in 2. This next one, let's go ahead and rippling it on up to a nice high plank. Good. Sending those hips back behind you. Good. Rippling it on up. Sending those hips back. Good. In 4, you're going to hold it on up in that nice high plank. In 3. In 2. This next one, you're going to rippling it on up to that nice high plank. From here, can you drive that right knee up to that chest? And then send it on back. Find your footing. Can you drive that left knee on up to that chest? And then send it on back. Bring that right foot on up. Send it back. Left foot up. Send it back. Good. Right, left. Maybe picking up the pace here. Good. Maybe picking it up a little bit more. You're going into a nice little mountain climber here. Opposite knee, opposite elbow, nice little twist. Stay low. Give me 15, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You're gonna hold a high plank in 5, 4, 3, 2. That's the next one. Hold it up, high plank. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Begin to bend in those elbows. Slowly lowering it down to your mat. Go ahead and untuck those toes. Baby cobra as you inhale. And then exhale, begin to drop it on down. Bring those hands down by your sides. Resting that cheek on your mat. Letting that heart rate come down here. Good. Refinding your breath. Nice big inhale. And then exhale, letting it on out. Another nice big inhale. Exhale, letting it on out. Good. Another nice big inhale. Exhale, letting it on out. Good. Taking a moment. Beautiful, beautiful job. And you're ready. Begin to wiggle those toes. Wiggling those fingertips. Maybe rolling out those ankles in one direction, rolling out those wrists. Good, and then maybe rolling them in the opposite direction. Maybe bending in those knees. Windshield wipering them from side to side on your mat. Letting out any lower back tension that you might have had throughout class. Good. And when you're ready, you can slowly come on up to a nice seated position. Onto your mat. Good. From here, we have 2 breaths. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale, letting it on out. The last and final one. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Exhale, letting it on out. Let's take one more for good measure. Go ahead and take a nice big inhale. Those palms come together up at the top. You exhale as you bring it down to heart center. Thank you guys so much for joining me today on the mat. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else than practicing Pilates with you. Thank you guys again. You guys should be so proud of the work that you've done. This class is not easy by any means. Pilates is a practice, and you guys showed up and you guys showed out. You guys should feel so proud of yourselves and so strong. I'm certainly proud of you, and I can't wait to see you next time on the mat. Bye.